The first serve is now into play, and we are into it here in the men's semifinals of the Big Ball Pro Doubles as Ricky Ruiz and his doubles partner Samson Hernandez going up against Sal Duenas and Danny Cervantes. You see Ricky Ruiz in the black shirt, his doubles partner Samson Hernandez in the gray. Don't have the court sounds yet, but I'm sure, Anthony, we will as we catch the semifinal pro doubles action. It's the same format that we just watched in the men's semifinals of the small ball. 2 games to 15. Tiebreaker to 11, no rally scoring. You're going to see a lot of action up front here that you probably have never witnessed before. And it's going to get exciting. Get ready.
It's a new game for me, truthfully. Watching this big ball coming from the Midwest, it's very popular in Southern California. And these guys have a unique style. It's a totally different game coming from somebody who plays only 4-wall handball. It's a beautiful game. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's very aggressive and
4-0.
Up front, not a lot of hinders called and not a lot of
check ball,
timeouts. You know, like we were talking about earlier, how it can be a little different than
4-0.
They don't stop play much.
No, which is
big ball players don't. And I like that about
half out.
The big ball players. See, Ricky's got a big smile on his face. He, in total disrespecting fashion like he always has been, trying to make bets in the crowd that he's going to put a 0 on the players that he's playing right now.
Dave, giving 0 to anybody is it's a big task. It's tough to do in this sport.
And there's another point for Team Hernandez. Ruiz, you see how quick they go back to the service box and want to get this into play? Frustrated that Samson is, that the referee didn't call the score, not realizing his doubles partner was just tying his shoe. You see that look that Samson gave the ref?
Absolutely, gave him the glare.
5-0. No, it was 4. Yeah, 4, yeah. Yeah, it's 5. 5-0.
Big setup for Samson Hernandez.
Hold it, replay.
You see, Ricky Ruiz is one of the only players that will use a traditional 4-wall small ball style of play when hitting a big ball. See the open hand from Samson Hernandez? Ricky will actually toggle back and forth between open hand style and then
the 4-wall.
The 4-wall small ball style. And as I say that, Samson hits a traditional sidearm.
I was going to say a nice little 4-wall slap.
6-0.
Very high-paced, aggressive match here. And I'm pretty sure that's how all these matches are. Correct, Dave? Or?
Yes, every single one. Even the second, third tier doubles would be just as exciting, maybe even more. Because there'd be more dives because of, I thought that was a bad ball, and it was. There'd be more dives, probably because they'd be out of position, but they're still great athletes, so they'd be able to catch up to it. These guys are making more refined shots. Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Left hand fadeaway kill from Samson Hernandez, and literally they're coming in here to defeat Sal Duenas and Danny Cervantes by putting a 0 on these guys. You hear the talking back and forth between the doubles partners. There's a dive right there from Samson Hernandez. Ricky called him off. Samson's hit it anyway. Look at that shot, and a little follow through from Samson Hernandez.
Beautiful play.
Unbelievable athlete.
Play. Absolutely.
9-0.
Said this for many years. I believe he's one of the best athletes I've ever seen in my life.
And he's a bigger kid. He's not your small, puny guy. He's a big guy, and he can move, and you see the hand speed of him, which is very, very impressive hand-eye coordination.
10-0.
Sal Duenas has already had a long tournament. He's played 2 rounds of singles and 1 doubles round already, and now he's back into another doubles round here.
And Sal actually beat Abe in a tiebreaker this morning in doubles, or in singles.
Unbelievable play from Samson Hernandez. We saw this at the U.S. Open when he defeated Juan Santos in the second game of the finals, 21-0, doing this exact same quick approach on his serves. And a skip in from Black. That's his nickname.
Okay.
Danny Cervantes.
13 play 0.
13-0 going to 15. Kind of glad we didn't take that bet from Ricky Ruiz.
Absolutely. Oh.
Side out.
That's a rare miss right there. Now Ricky also knows that his friendly bags of sand wager out in the stands is now in jeopardy.
Second serve.
A lot of talk, a lot of good communication here in the game of
Look at
baseball.
that backhand right there from Samson Hernandez, and there goes the 20 bags.
Yep.
Times however many
13.
They wanted. Beautiful. Beautiful rekill. And actually, we were talking about this earlier. It's much harder to kill a big ball like that and not have it come up because the ball's so bouncy.
That's right.
So you see these players putting the ball down, you got to have great shot choices.
2 play 13.
There you go, see him going on a little tear. Duenas and Cervantes. Ooh, rare miss there.
Well, Ricky getting a little too fancy up there. Trying to do a flat roll from
3 play
6
13.
feet above the ground there. Beautiful back wall setup from Sal Duenas there. I say setup meaning he was setting Samson up. It wasn't a setup for Samson.
Short.
See that hop?
Wow, that was a beautiful
Proof
hop.
that you can hop a big ball. Sal is one of the best. This could be a big setup here. Ricky looking over at Samson saying, what are you doing?
5 play 13.
Cervantes, spelled C-E-R.
13 play 5.
Cervantes.
Yes.
It's a C, not an S.
Kind of like Cerveza.
13
Very
play 5.
similar, yes.
Shoot.
Look at that.
It's a beautiful shot.
Ricky just pokes it out there with his left hand. This is the same exact Samson Hernandez we saw in the finals of the U.S. Open. He is just in beast mode right now.
14 play 5.
Possible game point here.
Short.
2 to 15
Second
and 1
serve.
to 11. If needed. Oh, wow. Did you just see that shot there? Over the head, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook shot.
That's just how he does it. Let's go ahead and take a look if we have that on replay as Samson Hernandez does really the shot that he's known for in Southern California.
Beautiful.
The overhand spike from Samson Hernandez. Let's take a look at the replay here on the big Jumbotron that we had. That was a short ball, no call from the ref. Actually, it was called. And we're going to go in immediately as Samson has taken the ball as quick as he can and serving. He's still in beast mode from the U.S. Open.
And he just,
whoop, there it is. Just puts it down, wins the match. He does this all the time. It's kind of his thing.
and you see Ricky with a nice big smile on his face after that shot.
I'm afraid to actually take a timeout because I know how big ball players are. They're going to jump right back in and want to get game number 2 underway because they're so excited to play. But we are going to try to do it. As you see, Sal Duenas doesn't even want to exit the court here. Now, a lot of fans, they travel around, they get the claps and the applause from the gallery when they exit the court. It doesn't work that way for Sal Duenas. He actually has to have a bodyguard at the door. And it's unfortunate for him. You know, he is such a nice guy, but he just can't leave the court for various reasons. First of all, he's not going to get the round of applause that Samson, Hernandez, and Ricky's going to get, and he knows that. But secondly, he doesn't want to have things thrown at him when he exits the court. It's just a tradition. You know, when in San Francisco at Pac Bell Park, or actually at Old Candlestick Park, they used to have the garbage mascot. You'd walk out and fans would throw garbage at the garbage mascot, and that would be kind of a funny thing. Well, that's kind of the tradition here. You just whatever's around, you just kind of toss it in the way of Sal Duenas. And that's why he stays on the court now, because he had to play a whole match with a shirt that smelled like an adult beverage. I'm not going to say which one because I'm not a,
Drinker? Yep.
No, not necessarily. I'm just saying I'm not going to support a company without getting paid, of course. Now you see that they're stepping right back in here. That score should be 15-5 on the scoreboard. I believe that was the end of the first game.
Absolutely.
Now we're going to go into game number 2, coming up right around the corner, and that's why we've stayed on this court. This is the semifinals of the big ball pro men's doubles. Ricky Ruiz in black and the black eye guards. Makes him look like a Ninja Turtle from New Jersey. He's the Pauly G of big ball handball, and his partner, Samson Hernandez, to toy. Sal Duenas in the back. His nickname, the Wizard.
I was going to say
the Wiz.
The 1 seed versus the 4 seed, 3 seed.
I can't believe you're even asking that question. It's very embarrassing. And then we have
Not really.
Sal Duenas' doubles partner, Danny Cervantes, nicknamed Black.
¿Por qué?
No.
Okay, why?
I don't understand your question.
You don't know why? Why is he nicknamed Black?
Well, he has dark skin.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was.
That's why they call him Black.
Okay. I was just curious. Didn't know if there was something behind it.
It's not a name I made up. I'm just saying that's what they say.
Oh, great shot.
Nice shot right there from the Wizard.
Yeah, good ball. 0-0.
You see Samson sitting up front,
0-0.
taking everything out of the air, keeping both players on the other team off balance.
Skip. 0-0. One play 0.
Big setup here. Let's see what Samson does. Jams it right at Black on a forward and back play here.
Oh, nice shot.
Saw Samson go down to that pre-dive stance.
1 play 0.
Hernandez and Ruiz up 1-0. Sal Duenas goes for the ridiculous kill shot, unable to get it. And 2 points now on the scoreboard for
2 play 0.
to Toy and Ricky Ruiz.
Zero play 2. Zero play 2.
Inside out from Samson Hernandez. We've only had one live broadcast of the big ball action and already seen some of the best shots that we've ever seen on a live broadcast.
These players are unreal in their shots, and they live so low when they shoot it. They shoot the ball so low and unbelievable gets. Very fun to watch as someone who doesn't play big ball as much or ever.
All right,
I love
contact, replay.
Absolutely love it.
Such a great game, and we saw yesterday. We went in the court and you were just kind of putzing around, but it's a totally different game than four-wall small ball.
I think all four-wall small ball players should try to go in and play because you'll find out that it'll help your small ball game.
Beautiful shot by Sal there.
I thought it was good ball. Yeah.
I also thought it was good.
Agree.
There's no linesman. What'd you see? 1-2, yeah.
Look at that little hop right there from Sal Duenas.
And you said, is he one of the only ones that really puts a big wrinkle in
that
it?
I've seen. Now, that
Side out.
it could be anything, but that's what I've seen. Yes. Now Sal Duenas is currently ranked number 5 in the big ball rankings. You see Sal's
2-play-1.
leg buckled there. Samson Hernandez is not the number 1 player in big ball. He's actually ranked number 2 out of over 4,000 combined points. The difference between Samson Hernandez
2-1.
and Juan Santos is only separated by 10 points.
Wow.
It's a mathematical tie almost.
Out of 4,000 points.
It's actually 4,895 points combined. There's only a difference between 10 points between the two, which is ridiculous. And that puts Juan Santos as the number 1 player right now in big ball, and he's already advanced to the semifinals of his upper bracket here. And we will be watching young Santos, who got completely destroyed
4-1.
by Samson Hernandez at the U.S. Open, as you might recall, just a couple weeks back in the finals, losing 21-0 in the second game.
And didn't Santos won out in Vegas, right, at the Stratosphere this
Well,
past
he was
year.
the Players' Cup champion, and he won there, defeating
5-1.
Samson Hernandez. And he's a great kid, too. Really nice guy.
6-1.
There was that big overhand hook shot.
Side out.
Nice crack out there.
That was Samson Hernandez trying to leave that for Ricky Ruiz, but his hand still
1.6.
touched it 1-6.
Nice soft touch there.
2-6. Check ball. Yeah, yeah. 2-6. Three, 6.
Overhand tomahawk right there from Black, who pushes Tatoy back.
He looked like
4
he
play
actually was
6.
looking for Ricky to be back there to help him out on that, but Ricky was on the right side.
But you'll see Samson always look at Ricky and say, "Why aren't you there?" But that's kind of the relationship they have between the two. Samson Hernandez did something that I don't know how many people have ever done this.
Oh, great shot.
In the Cup Series this year, he played with 4 different partners and was in the finals of 4
5
different
play 6.
doubles events.
Truth.
And then to find out later, he did it as, you know, as a bet that he can just
get
win
in
with
the finals.
anybody.
Absolutely.
You know?
But that just shows how good of an athlete he truthfully is. And like you said
it's a good
earlier, he's one of the best athletes you've seen on the court.
5-6.
Being able to play with just different individuals, you know, having just that natural ability to do that, that's a great attribute to have.
Well, we always consider that when a player
6 up.
makes it at the Nationals from the round of 16 to the round of 8, because that's the money round, that's actually considered qualifying. Okay,
Absolutely.
now, a lot of people don't, you know, might not even think about this, but, you know, you come to a qualifier
7-6.
and you get put into the round of 16 at one of our qualifiers. That's actually a prestigious thing to get, but if you make it from the 16s to the 8s, because it's an open format at the Nationals, that makes you a qualifier, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I don't know what point I was going to make, but
Okay,
let's just keep that in mind.
But to qualify.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
8-6.
Now, a couple years ago at the Nationals, Samson Hernandez made it to the round of 8 at the 4-wall Nationals, playing with the small ball in a game that he doesn't even play. That tells you how good of an athlete he is. He was in his hometown, and he decided to play, and he made it to the round of 8. Now, he played Dave Fink, and Dave defeated him. But he defeated young Fergal Collins in the previous round. I mean, we're talking about a really good athlete here.
A great athlete.
9-6.
And you see him not wearing gloves here, but obviously.
Why would you?
Obviously in 4-wall, they have
He had to put them on.
Absolutely.
He actually had to have young Fergal show him how to put it on, because he didn't even know what they were for. And he dives in and skips that ball in.
And you see Black wearing the gloves here. Protect the hands, possibly.
10-6.
Best athlete we've ever seen. But look at the score.
I was going to say they're ahead
11-6.
ahead by 5. Second game. It's unreal the motions they do with their hands. Watching it from a screen, it's unreal. The over the top, the underneath, the stiff arm, the whip.
6 plays 11.
Very, very different style of game here. And there's a backhand fist you see from
Yep,
Sal,
but that's normal.
Right, absolutely. In this style of game. Well, it's a nice pass shot there.
7 plays 11.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful left hand corner kill by Sal. Or by
8 plays
Samson,
11.
sorry.
Nine plays 11.
Moment of silence.
Yep.
And we're back. There's a half out here as Samson Hernandez steps back in. Let's see if he can get back into beast mode. He had it early. This can be a big setup for Sal Duenas, who's very comfortable right now, and then he skips it into the left corner, and that would have been a very timely side out
10
for
plays 11.
Team Duenas.
Potential recap, yep. Serve and shoot.
Sal Duenas normally would have dove in on that, but this is his 4th match of the day already, and it's only
11 plays 11.
2 o'clock Mountain Time, 1 o'clock Pacific. No contact there. Crazy.
Unreal. They play so close.
And yet they're able to get out of the way. Now you see Black yelling at
Sal.
Yo Wiz.
12 plays
Telling
11.
him to get the ball up.
Well, he got it up. Unfortunately for him. Samson taking the majority of the shots for Team Ruiz. That's intimidating.
Oh, yeah. Great play by Ricky, letting Samson have that ball right there.
You see Sal was upset that
11 plays
Cervantes
12.
stepped in and took a ball that he called for, and then Sal was just shaking his head, didn't get himself back into the play. Wow. Are you serious? Overhand tomahawk with a chisel from Samson Hernandez.
37
plays
feet.
11.
Beautiful shot there. And another great get.
How he gets himself back into the play here. Ricky Ruiz goes down, gets it back to the front wall. Samson hits down low. Ricky pops it back to the front wall. Black hits it down the middle for Totoy. To the corner. Black dives in, and it's another point now for Team Ruiz.
Went on a 5-run tear, 5-point tear here, haven't they?
13 plays 11.
Came in 11-7, 11-8.
Well, at one point it was 6-10 in favor of Team Yo Wiz. Ricky and Samson on a 7-1 run.
They use their angles great.
That was a nice 2-wall pass right there and a half out. The crowd doesn't even know what to think here. Talking to the fans here like, this is the most unbelievable thing we've ever seen. It's just really entertaining. Now you talk to traditional 4-wall, small ball players and they're insulted that this is even being on a live broadcast, but it's so entertaining to watch that if you don't feel it's more technical, try hitting 70 shots every single time.
Absolutely.
And diving all over the court.
And just watching these guys being a 4-wall player, watching these guys, it actually makes me appreciate this game that much more. Watching how talented these guys are and how challenging this game can be.
It's actually just absolutely unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, the speed of this at this level is ridiculous.
This is the game right here that will seriously burn some calories if you're looking to lose some pounds, shed some weight. Game number 2 here. First one went to Ricky Ruiz and Samson Hernandez when they won 15-5. Now they find themselves up here at 13-11 after they were down 10-6. It's a 1-point run for Duenas and Cervantes, but 7-point run for Samson Hernandez and his longtime friend Ricky Ruiz. Now, both of these players were asked to play doubles with yours truly, by yours truly. Both of them decided not even to answer the email, not even a return or a reply, not a no thanks or I'm playing with Samson or that sort of thing. It was just a complete shrug off.
Well,
no,
I would have.
No, I mean, here, what you can say is that
thank you for the.
You could say, you know, there's money on the line here. So the big guy said, you win all the cash when we win this. I mean, it increases their. It's basically it's a $500 incentive.
Absolutely.
But still got the no reply on. I mean, that's how bad it is. That's how bad the game is from the big guy. As we're back into play here at 11-13. I mean, I know you can't blame him, but still, that's a $500 no. I mean, your guy's giving you $500 and you're not even answering it.
Right.
Oh, yeah, replay.
One of the first hinders we've called all day.
Yeah. 11 play 13.
These guys are all playing so close.
Right.
And yet, that's the first hinder because this game doesn't really call hinders unless it's so obvious.
And that's so great.
We have seen 47 plays that resulted in a player diving for the ball, and we've not seen one towel timeout or any of that stuff Dave Fink was doing during his match where he was stalling the game and calling for the towel and making up things where there was water that didn't exist. This is actually real precipitation on the floor here, and these guys just play through. They don't want to stop the play. That's not the way it's done, and that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love this game of big ball. Their philosophy is just unlike those antics that I find just terrible sportsmanship from the players we see in today's small ball game.
And adding on to that, I talked to Ricky before he actually played earlier today, and he said that they're constantly taking timeouts, hinder balls, towel timeouts. It doesn't allow them to get in the rhythm that they want. And they said that rhythm about it is what they want.
But that's what Dave was trying to do to Sean. He was getting into a rhythm, and he was trying to take it off too. But he makes it so obvious to everybody, even uneducated people know exactly what he's trying to do. Here,
they're wondering why they're not taking all this.
Here it's just completely different. As we want to welcome in Dave Fink, who I hope did not hear anything that we were talking about earlier, as it's tied at 13 here. Unbelievable play, and you will see no towel timeouts here, as that was the 7th dive in that rally, Dave. This is unbelievable play with
14-13.
Sal Duenas serving for the second game. And there it is. They will be taking Samson Hernandez and Ricky Ruiz to a tiebreaker. This is unbelievable with Sal Duenas and his partner Black taking game number 2, 15-3 after losing the first one, 15-5. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back. Stick with us at race48.com.
15-13.
3.
There's never been a time on wet floor where it wasn't so. I'm not going to go in there and play with a wet spot that's this long.
What? These guys aren't doing that. They're not making wet spots?
Maybe they don't care about their health. I'm not going to go in there and
I've never seen anybody ever fall down.
Dave Chapman ruined his knee
No,
and he
that's
no
what
longer
he
plays.
said.
I believe him.
I totally don't believe him.
Hey, were there hinders in that one or no? Were there hinders? That's how they play, huh?
Is it over? Is it over, Abe?
No, tiebreaker. play 0.
We are back here at 0-0. The score in the tiebreaker as we kick it off here was Samson Hernandez and Ricky Ruiz, the #1 seed, susceptible to a loss here if they continue to play like they did against Danny Cervantes and Sal Duenas. Now you see these guys are all getting their WPH shirts on, Dave Fink and Anthony Celesto. How'd that ball not hit Cervantes?
Well, Samson's one of the hardest hitters, probably the hardest hitter of the big ball that I've ever seen.
Well, you might not have seen boxer Rosales play.
Actually, I have. Saw him slam in 2011, Vegas World Outdoor Ball Championships.
Samson Hernandez calls off Ricky Ruiz there, and
0 play 1.
Ricky lets it go, but there was no Samson.
No. But we've seen that a couple times here, Dave, where one relies on the other one to be there, and then he's not there. And they've missed their shots.
You would say that there's 3 out of the 4 guys here that are traditional indoor big ball players, in the sense that Ricky, Samson, Sal are all there. Danny Cervantes didn't start playing indoor big ball until just a year ago, after playing about 10 years of outdoor play.
I don't think it's that big of a transition to play indoor 4-wall doubles if you're accustomed to 3-wall outdoor doubles.
Now you see Sal, and
it's a lot of front court play in doubles, a lot of reaction time, and just powering the ball and keeping rallies alive. Really becomes a war of attrition, as even 3-inch high kill shots are picked up. A lot of rallies end, Dave, with mistakes after just being extended by amazing gets.
it all looked like it was close to being short.
Very close.
Samson Hernandez made some of the most amazing overhand spike shots on the run back toward the back wall that we've ever seen.
Witness today.
I mean, it was so unbelievable. Jumping up 9 feet off the ground, coming up to the 9-foot mark, slamming against the back wall with an overhand spike into a corner flat roll. We'll be having that on the highlight reel.
I'd like to see that highlight reel.
And he ended the game, Dave, on a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook shot left, right corner kill.
Sky hook, though?
Sky hook.
Oh, sky.
It was unreal. One of the nicest shots I've seen all day between one.
What, does he have a jump hook?
Now, Sal Duenas, Dave, is considered one of, if not the best 4-wall indoor big ball player in Southern California.
By himself?
Well, it's on his bio.
Okay, so he's considered by himself as being one of the top.
Yeah, he is an actor. He has an agent.
They have a 4 plays 1.
And it looks like the #1 seeds might go down here to the hand of Sal Duenas and Danny Cervantes.
Ricky Ruiz will be in hiding, Dave, for probably the rest of his life if he loses to the Wiz, and may just never see him again.
6 play 1.
Sadly, as there's been.
And they switch sides here.
Now it's 7-1 here in the breaker. We're going to 11, and this is going to be a huge upset.
7-1.
And Dave, I believe that Samson and Ricky had split up. I'm sure you guys have talked about this, and now they're back together, and it doesn't seem like the marriage has reconciled. I know, Dave, that when you try and get together with a former mate, it starts off pretty good, but then you find that you have the same problems that you did the first time. And the second breakup's usually even worse.
Second's always worse than the first.
I never went back. Wouldn't know.
Well, it doesn't look good for Samson Hernandez and Ricky Ruiz here. They call a timeout. Actually, it's
Sal called a timeout, I believe.
Sal Duenas that called it. Now, Shorty Ruiz comes in just to chirp at his brother, and Ricky really doesn't want to hear anything Shorty has to say.
I do, though.
But that Shorty's in here now practicing a warm-up because he is doing that reverse psychology thing, saying, I'm getting ready for my match. I have a match coming up next, and you guys are going to lose, so I might as well get warm now. He knows that by doing that, it's going to get into the head of Ricky in a positive way for Ricky, not necessarily a negative
Anthony, is there a worse feeling than when you're playing a match, you've lost the first game, you're down in the second, and you see the guys who are on the court next starting to put on their gloves, kind of like saying, you know what?
This is worse than
you're
that.
Done.
This is worse than that.
Like,
it's just disrespectful, and it's kind of just
But this is the brother.
That's like a kick in the teeth. You know, that's like, you don't want that. You want your teeth after.
And I don't know if we can get a shot of Anthony's teeth, but Anthony, I think you might have the nicest teeth I've ever seen. I mean, I hope that we can get the.
No, we can't.
Oh,
right now, though, it's 8-1 with
I'll
Sal
send you a
Duenas.
picture.
Sal Duenas and Danny Cervantes here. And Samson Hernandez is all out of sorts right now. It's now 9-1.
Well, it's amazing, Dave. The last time we saw Samson on the webcast, he looked like
9
Superman.
play 1.
Well, he
He
was
was.
earlier.
Okay.
It was unreal, Dave. He was.
They almost won the first
Unconscious.
game 15-0.
All right, replay.
There's
Wrong
contact there as
Well, I believe, Dave, that Samson's only liability
9 play
is his
1.
conditioning. I don't think at the pace that he plays, he can keep up that intensity for an entire match if the match becomes somewhat close. Now, if he's blowing somebody out like he did in the finals of the
1
U.S.
play
Open,
9.
it doesn't come into play.
well, he started off this match unbelievable, and I think he almost blew himself out. He could have paced himself better. That's just maturity.
Well, that was what I was trying to say with that rambling story. Is maybe he needs to pace himself a
Beautiful
little
shot
bit more.
there.
Unbelievable sidearm sweep
He hits it from
from
he hits it
Tatoy,
it's
but that's
up here.
just a normal shot for him.
6'2", play
62
9.
he's hitting it from.
That was Danny Cervantes, who just couldn't quite get to that ball. Now, Anthony, being one of the best looking guys, not only in handball, but maybe that I've ever seen, do you feel a sense of kind of camaraderie with Danny Cervantes, who's also one of the best looking guys maybe that I've ever seen?
You just have to tip your hat to him.
2-9.
Yeah.
But is there certain eye contact that you guys make? Like, well,
Never.
No?
I
Okay.
don't really think I ever.
Okay, back
even
into the
looked at
play
him.
here. Overhand spike
Okay.
from Samson Hernandez, missing that left corner.
Taking him out of the box.
9 play 2.
Are you still talking to Dave, or are you talking about this?
No,
Oh, okay. I thought that was the answer.
no. No.
but you know, Dave, like when you're at the batting cage and you're hitting one 450, you know, and you see a guy next to you who's also hitting it 450, you kind of give him that
Nine
nod.
They
Like,
call it a cage because it's actually in a cage. There is no 450. Nice try, though.
I was thinking of an outdoor cage.
Nope, no such thing.
No? What do you
And
call
there's
those
a
then?
skip in right there from Ricky Ruiz.
Here's match point.
Match point serves 2.
Unbelievable. Match
10-2.
point. Here it is.
Possibly a setup.
And the Wiz plays it safe.
That's a big setup for Black.
Hold it, replay, replay.
And Dave, there is some cold hard cash on the line, I believe, in this doubles, and it's winner take all.
It's officially bags of sand. They don't do money
Oh,
here. They just
okay.
actually have sand.
I didn't know that.
And I heard unofficially
10-2.
3,500 bags of sand on this one match. And it doesn't look good for Ricky Ruiz and Samson Hernandez. And they lose to Danny Cervantes and Sal Duenas. That's the first time Duenas has ever lost a match to a Ruiz or won a match against a Ruiz. And this is an emotional moment, certainly for him, as we get Sal Duenas into the booth over here. Let's have Sal put that headset on, completely drenched in his own crease, in his own juices there. Sal, how emotional are you at this moment?
I'm just happy we got that win. It's been a long time, and I told Danny, I'm like, don't give up, you know? He was kind of intimidated. He lost earlier to Samson. I think it was at 2-0 in singles. So I told him, I'm like, hey, you know, the first game we were kind of shaky, but I told him, just let me know, you know, let me handle it and plan it out, because I have a lot more experience than him. And he listened, and you saw what happened.
He made some great plays there. And was it you that helped him into making those plays? And it was clutch there toward the end. He did a left-handed corner kill right in front of Samson. That was a flat roll mouse out that left corner. Was it you that helped bring Black into the mix there on that positive talk?
I don't know. I just motivated him, and I told him, shoot your shot. I don't care if you miss it. At least, you know, show some effort. And he definitely placed it there. He wanted to, and they weren't expecting that from him. And it was a good shot, and we won the game with that shot.
Wiz, what does it mean to you to always be knocking on the door? You're always in that top 4 or 5. You haven't quite had a breakthrough win yet, you know, over Samson. Now you do. How special is that for you? And, you know, how can you explain how you're feeling right now?
Well, I expected it because I've been training a little better, and a few of my friends, I've been staying out in Orange County a little more with Ibanez and Rudy and Gabino and them, and they really gave me that extra strength. Actually, they did, you know, because before I was traveling to LA to get that extra experience, the game sped up, rally scoring, and now I've just now that I got that, now I'm here in Orange County playing with the true team, you know, the Orange County people, and I just wanted to do it for Orange County too, you know.
Well, I have to say, very happy for you. I know you deserve it. You've been around. You're one of the great ambassadors and also one of the great players, and now you're probably the favorite to go on and win this doubles. I know you're also in the singles, so.
Well, I told people that I wanted that yellow jersey, you know, and I told Dave, I told Fred, I told everyone that I'm coming for it. So I'm trying. this is just the beginning, so I'm really trying now.
Well, that yellow jersey certainly on the line now. You're in the finals, and you will be facing either Shorty Ruiz and his doubles partner, John Iglesias, and they're going to be coming up next year against Rudy Cruz and Juan Santos, also from OC. So we have a little LA versus OC rivalry, kind of a one-half LA versus OC rivalry coming up. Who would you rather play, Shorty and John Iglesias? They're both fighters. Or would you go up against the Rudy Cruz, who's an arch enemy in a lot of ways of yours? I mean, a rival. You play him locally, beat him all the time, go to tournament, lose. You want to get him off of your list as well and defeat him in a tournament and take down Santos again? Who would you rather have here in the next round is what I'm asking.
You know, I want to beat Shorty. I haven't played him for a while.
You want to take down the whole family today in this one tournament?
Yeah, I want to take everyone down, yeah.
Take them all down.
Too bad Martin Jr.'s not here, but...
Where's Sergio?
Oh, I know.
And Rambo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Take down their money. You can take down some of their bags of sand.
Yeah, you know, I'm just... Anybody. I want to play anybody, but, you know, I drove up here with Rudy and Ibanez, so, you know, I want to play. I want us all to have fun, and I want to play with Shorty and Jonathan, because the matchup is interesting, and I've never played them like that in doubles like this. And I want to do something I've never done before. So I could always play with Rudy and Ibanez. We know each other's games, but I'd rather play against Shorty and Jonathan. I like the challenge, something different, and I'm ready for it.
Do you have anything else, Dave? Besides that, congratulations and welcome to the finals.
Well, I'm very much looking forward to watching you and Danny in the finals against whichever team you'll be playing. I know it's going to be a great match. I know that it's been a tremendous shot of excitement here at the club to see you guys competing. It's been truly amazing. So we're going to let you rest, stretch down, maybe get a quick massage.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and
sounds good.
Look forward to seeing you on the webcast a little bit later.
Where do you get your massages out here, Dave?
I don't like having people touch me.
Oh.
So you'll have to ask the other Dave.
Do you give massages?
I don't give, I don't get.
Okay.
But Dave Fink has the black book, and he'll tell you off air where to go. In the meantime, congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow in the finals at 12 o'clock Mountain Time. That's Sunday at 12 o'clock. And, of course, still moving on in the singles as well. So we're going to have a break. We'll be back here in just a flash as we get ready for Shorty Ruiz and Johnny Churches, John Iglesias up against Rudy Cruz and Ibanez Juan Santos. Stick around. More action on the way at racefor8.com.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
It's Timothy Green's first day at school.
What's in there? He's about to fall over.
Anything he might need. There's a box of tissues on the bottom and some Band-Aids. There's a whole first aid kit, actually.
Mom, I can handle it from here.
You don't have to be perfect.
Have a great day.
That's too much pressure.
Have the day you have.
To be a perfect parent.
There are two people in the world who want you more than anything. They'll make some mistakes, but they will love you more than you can ever imagine.
There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.